Hello, hello, hello. It's Badge Wild, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Nice little live stream going on. So, what are we doing today? Well, we are working on the VTOL yet again, trying to get this thing in a more productive state than what it is now. Oh, I am out of jetpack fuel, apparently, out of hydrogen. Won't be able to do much. We've got a lot of things to do here. Getting this VTOL done first and testing it out. I'm trying to get it done before I make the next video because I'd like to use the VTOL, this Blackhawk that we have. I'm working on in the new video I'm going to be bringing up. So far, she looks good from the outside, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab. There we go. Let's grab number 7 here. We'll do 2 plates there. Okay, we'll do that, and then we're going to do number 3 here. Something just dinged the base. I don't think so. We got another little miner. It's amazing seeing them little guys just, you'll see 1 or 2 of them come flying around just doing stuff. It's amazing. Okay, let's finish up these plates so I can see the look of this. Okay. Alright, that's just a little bit in there to an extent. There's no way I'm going to be able to put anything there, I think. I'll have to figure out how to put something there. There we are. We'll set a block right there. And what I'm going to do... Okay. Boy, this is so much more difficult than it has to be. Alright, we're probably just going to work from here, going up to the main area. And I may have to take one of those out.
Fuel critical.
Oh, whoop, whoop. Ow. I fell. Who made it to another video? How's it going so far? It's going great. I just ran out of hydrogen and went flying across the base in the process. So it's a going. It's a going. Let's see. I need to shape this thing up just a little bit. Let's go number 4 here. There we go. Now the only issue here is this is not going to be able to go past that, but it should be fine. I just got to make this thing build up a little bit. Yeah, it's got to get a little wider up here at the top. as it goes back across. Then I'll maneuver a few other things around while I'm at it. The next issue here is it's going to run into, I can't put a block directly right there. So what I'll have to do, I'm already on number 4. Let's get this little tiny block here. And put him in. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take number 6 here. Work it in like so. And then that should stretch across somehow. When I say somehow, I mean somehow. It's going to stretch across there. And I'll also have to figure out how to tie all that together with the bottom half. But we now have a roof I can work with. So that's a good thing. And we'll go to number 3 here. And do what I wanted to do before. There we go. That's just beefing the front end of this thing. Why I jumped off there, I'll never know. And then we can also take this top section here, and I should be able to slap in some more windows. Because why not? We can put more windows in. We can put more windows in. We just need to do it. 5. Just kind of slip that there. Do I not have any girders in my system? No, I don't. And I'm running low on everything else. Let's look through here and see what we got. There we are. Okay, that's not connecting. So we have a bit of an issue. Yeah, that's going to get in the way of a lot. Well, it may not. Will it? No, that's about halfway up. That won't get in the way of nothing. I can still very easily add some heads-up displays and stuff like that to the system. So we're still golden. We're still golden. Wait, nope, nope, nope. That was not what I wanted to do right there. Let's take that out real quick. Alright, and we'll do that there. I can always build that up because that's like second layer up to the top here, connecting everything. So we can get that finished up at the very least. That'll make the whole ship look better. That'll work. Can you turn your output, please? It's too low. That ads are overpowering. What? Output of what? The mic? This is from Tallgeese01. You turn our out. I don't know what you're asking here. To turn it up or down? And output. What would that be? Like the mic or something? Because I'm not getting it here. No offense, but there's some English here that I'm missing. That's That's probably not being put in. If you're doing voice chat, it's probably missing a few words or something, because I can't understand what you're asking for at the moment. Let me see here. Your volume was too low. Oh, that's probably me just rambling. Honestly, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, sometimes the volume on the game gets a little low. It's not usually the game's fault. It's usually mine, because I'm just not talking as much, and it's usually because I'm just in the moment and I forget that I'm live streaming, and I have to sit there and I go, well, wait a minute, I need to get back in here and remember what I'm doing. Anywho, thank you for that. Thank you for that. That was nice. Dude, it's 3 in the morning here. 3 in the morning there. Okay, okay. What country are you at? I feel safe in asking that. I don't think I don't think I'm gonna run the risk of stranger danger if I ask what country you're in, and we'll go no further than that. And the ads are low to AF. UK. Oh, okay. What part of UK? UK is a kingdom, not a country, man. I may be American, but I know that. That's kind of Black Hawkish looking. 2339 over here. Nicholas Peppera. No ads on my end. Wonder if it's just yours. I have monetization on, which is one of the ways I'm currently trying to keep. Let me be specific here before I say anything. I'm trying to monetize the channel efficiently, and it's starting to work. I've reached a point where I can monetize pretty good, and I haven't gotten. I don't like talking about the whole monetization thing because not a lot of people like hearing about it. But I do have the ability to run ads now, and that may be what you're seeing at the moment. Oh my, there's an entire section here I could add blocks to. Huh. Need to start welding stuff up first, though. Let's weld these blocks up. It may be just like the country you're in. Though I will say this, since doing the whole AdSense stuff, I am not being inundated with ads anymore. I don't know if that's something that YouTube just adds on, like you just get, um, what is the word? If you're just gonna get YouTube Premium or something like that, it seems like I've got it, and I keep checking, but I can't find where I've actually said yes on YouTube Premium, but somehow I have it where it's going in there. They'll probably eventually come along and like mess with me. The stream is really quiet, and the ads are basically blowing out my speakers. No blocker on. Oh, that's your problem. That's the problem. Okay, I can't do anything about the ad volume, but let me see if I can fix the output here. We'll add this up to about, oh, I don't know, 0.9. We'll see how that works out. Yeah, if I had my way, I would just say use an ad blocker if they're annoying. Because I understand how annoying the ads are on YouTube. They never pop in at the right moment. Let me see if I can do something here. I did something. I don't think it worked quite the way I wanted it to. So we're going to pop that off here. What I could do is add a window right there. More windows, or some kind of block window. Ooh, the new windows. We could add those. Let's get some of this metal built up so we've got a sturdy cage to work with. Yeah, just give me a minute. I'm not being quiet. I'm not quiet. I'm just trying to weld this thing up here and see how it's gonna look. High Tech Redneck. Hello. How are you doing? Man, the last thing built was for StarCore. Oh, really? You did StarCore? I have always wondered what is StarCore like exactly. I've never actually done it myself, but I've seen enough of it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool. It automatically the cool factor just looks amazing to me. Going in there with all the modded equipment and just like tearing into the other guy. That seems like it would be a whole lot of fun. Let me swap these on there. I'm just adding little bits and bobs that are going to increase the PCU so that the whole system will probably break at some point. But it'll be fine. Our little improvised Blackhawk here is going to be doing an amazing job of just kicking butt. At least I hope it will. I don't know how I'm going to add guns to it, because I got to looking at the battery packs and everything on the back here, and I realized, yeah, they're a little low. Even if I put another deal on the bottom for the wheel systems, they're going to have a whole lot of issues. Yeah, the whole ad blocking nonsense that YouTube is going through, I think that's kind of nuts. It's kind of stupid, because it's like, look, YouTube, get some better ads. That's all I'm going to say. They've got to get some better ads. Let's see here. Gonna add this there. And then I don't know here. Let me look at 5. See if there's something I can work with. Actually, no. Let me go to 6. There's probably a deal I can work with here. Okay, we're gonna go down. These new blocks are actually kind of fun. So now I should be able to get in that no problem. Alright. I do wish we had some new window blocks. Like some different windows. Wish we had windows without the whole grating thing going on there. That'd be nice. But we don't. Let's look at this Blackhawk here. Oh, he's looking Blackhawkish. Okay. So, there's no way around that. I'll have to do some stuff in the cockpit up there, add a little bit more structural strength, I think. Would be nice. Let's do number 8. Let's do one of these guys here. Just to make it look more stronger. Okay, so I also want to add like an angle here. You going to use the fans? I'm debating that. The fans, if I recall, someone told me on here that the fans have 1/3 the strength of an actual of the thruster of the same size. So there's that. And the design that I put up on YouTube actually uses an actual jet engine. Which, if I play my cards right, I can make that thing look really cool. I may do 2 of those. Or I may do something else. I don't know. I need to grab some bulletproof glass. Do I have any bulletproof glass? We got a bunch of bulletproof glass. We're about to make some windows.
Energy low.
It's amazing that I install glass, which bulletproof glass, if you know what it is, it's like a polymer. And I'm installing it with a welder. And some bulletproof glass, you can just melt it with a welder. I just got to looking here. I think I can pull both of those two right there, just slap in a full-size one. What am I doing? Oh no, no, don't do that. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. 6. Let's see what we can do here. Number 1. I need to weld that back up. Maybe, I think there was a reason I couldn't do that. Yep. I realized what the reason is. I completely cut that out and did not think ahead. Alright, we're re-welding that back up. Yeah, Keen, you need some more window places for just this type of plate glass here. Okay, that was made of steel. Flop down here for a minute like a fish.
Energy critical.
There we go. Let's head in here and get some power back up. We gotta recharge them batteries and get to work. So now, the reason why I'm going to use this is because the, I wish you could see this. It was a kit bash model done by Charles King on a modeling site for like models and stuff. Yeah. But the kit bash was a Blackhawk model that was then taken, and it was given, it was several things were done to it. It was given, the rotor was taken off, and the rotor top was replaced with like a radar dish. He flipped actually the tail rotor, he just put a V tail in invert, so it was facing downward. And then he put 2 large pylons coming off with 2 tilt nacelles, 2 tilt jet thruster nacelles for the entire deal. And basically made a really cursed looking Osprey that had a really good time with a Blackhawk at some point in time. and made that kind of wild stuff going on. How much, let's see, how much power does the small battery make again? The small battery, I'm gonna say, I think it's 500. Let me check. The large battery holds about 1 megawatt. I believe the small battery holds 500 kilowatts, which makes sense. I'm just hoping this isn't one of the things where I build it and it just gets progressively worse as I build it. And I finally reach a point where I'm saying, screw it, foobar. I hate foobar. Foobar sucks. Yes, that's right. Foobar sucks. There we go. Do this to the other side here. Do 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 do. go. That's looking better. Kind of a linear builder. It just gets better as I go on. The more I work on it, the better it starts to look. The question here is, how do I make this look good? So the thrusters are probably going to come off on a set of pylons off the batteries. And they'll come out to about here. And then I'll have some side-to-side thrusters just stationary back there, because I don't have to do a whole lot of stuff. I'll always use a clean glass mod. Might have to look into that. Could always do a window mod, high-tech redneck. Yeah, that's a possibility. So a normal Osprey then. Well, no, because the Osprey uses a tilt rotor. This will be a tilt thruster, I guess is what you would call it. Yeah, it'll use like a tilt thruster. So, and it's going to be mostly for aerial operations out here anyhow. So it's not that big a deal. Probably going to try and run 2, maybe 3 jet thrusters for each nacelle. And then I'll have to modify them in such a way to where they look cool. I've got an idea on how I can do that, but I'll have to see how it works. That'll just be an interesting little ordeal I'll have to go through eventually. Let me see here. I may have to take this out. I hate to think that, because it's going to be another thing I have to pull out and mess with, and actually I just saw where I need to miss that block for some reason. Don't know how. There we go. We'll cut that out as well. So I don't have to worry about that. Then later I'll have to put some stuff in. Okay, what's our next equipment here? Biggest letdown in my lifetime. Y'all want to know what it is? When Neebs Gaming had an opportunity to do a Space Engineers channel and they Space Engineers series, and they didn't. I was so devastated over that. I was like, why? It's such a good game. Come on, guys. Just hop in here. It'll be fun. Y'all run into Clang and you'll understand why we enjoy this mess. Oh, I ran out of steel plates. That's a bummer. Good night. Where are my steel plates? There's my steel plates. Well, 50 of mine, because I bet you I'm going to be putting a lot more metal pieces on this thing. Okay. That's looking pretty good. Excellent, excellent. Let me pull this stuff up here. And power this up. So I have a nice little confined space for the one deal. I'm hoping I can get in. I don't want to jump in the seat. I jumped in the seat last time. This thing almost fell apart. We'll make modifications later. If I have to. I'll make modifications later. Okay. So, the plan with this is I'm also going to put a couple of scripts on here. Number one is going to be the VTOL script. May do a salvo script and radar script, which will require a couple of programmable blocks to be added to this thing, which won't be too bad. Won't be too bad. I wish King would come up with a block that could do like 3 or 4 scripts at a time. Also, ladies and gentlemen, today's stream is brought to you by good old H2O. That's what's powering us tonight. Nothing but water. Let me read through some comments here. Just let's throw a bunch more up. What VTOL script are you going to use? The good one. I can't remember. What is it called? What is it called again? I used it once before. It's the VTOL script. I need to find something with a. Screw it. I'll figure it out later. I'll show you later. When I'll eventually reach a point where I'll add one on here. But it's basically just a regular VTOL script, is what it is. It's the one that most people get. The best one, the good one. Let me see here. It is cursed. You know let's see, Tallgeese 01. You know the main line of the ship. Try adding small batteries to make the spine. Yeah, I could do that, actually. That's actually a pretty good idea. I should do that for the spine of it. I'll do that. That's pretty good. Thanks. High-tech redneck. They did what? Yes, they did. They did. They before. Let's see. What were they doing? When they were doing Ark. They had the opportunity. They were going to do one of 3 new survival games. They had already done Ark for a while, and they were doing what was it? They had not done 7 Days to Die yet. This is when the 7 Days to Die arc started. And while they were doing that, they go, we got 3 games we've played. Now we got 7 Days to Die. This is even worse now when I think about it, because I just realized what the other 2 were. One was Space Engineers, 7 Days to Die, and Empyrean. I know we got fans of both of those games in there. And 7 Days to Die won out because of, back then it was Walking Dead was really big. And they'd already done some Empyrean stuff, but they kind of left the game there because it wasn't, at the time they did it, Empyrean wasn't very complete. So they said, oh yeah, you know what, we could do this, or we could do Space Engineers also. And I'm like, do Space Engineers. You guys will have so much, you'll have so much bleeping fun. And they said no. I guess fans kind of picked out the 7 Days to Die because it was a zombie survival sim, and that was like the big thing back in the day. Like Walking Dead and everything was there and all that. Yeah. Toggies. I used to be in one with Big Load Bear in... Which one is the... Okay, okay, I think I'm missing something here. I don't mind Empyrean. Yeah, I've never actually played Empyrean, mostly because I have so many I have some memory hogging games on my PC. And every time I get the chance to buy Empyrean, I'm looking at Space Engineers and I go, I know how much time Space Engineers has robbed me of my life. And I'm just I'm like, do I really have time? And then I reach a point where I'm like, I just don't pull the trigger on it. I should, though. High-tech redneck. I just lost a lot. I just lost all respect for Neeps now, LOL. Have you tried Vector OS? I think that's what I'm using. Is Vector OS. Used to be in a Space Engineer series called Surviving the Company. Oh, really? Whoa, that's interesting. Surviving the Company. I'll have to look that up. What all was it about? Surviving the Company. Yeah, we gotta get back on this. I did some reminiscing of Neebs Gaming. They may not be too happy about some of the stuff I said. If they come down here wanting to fight, though, I'm pretty sure we can take them. I have more experience than Space Engineers. Okay, how are we doing this here? I want to keep this, okay, maybe we can keep rounding this. And maybe I've got a block here that'll work. That has got to be one of the thrusters here. I hear a clang every so often, and I don't know where it's at. I'm getting worried. Okay, hold on. Let me go to number 5 here. I think this is what's going to work. Yep, there's the part. There's the piece I need. Give me a sec here. I'm going to be checking the chat here again in a minute. And let me put some of this stuff on here, and then there, that's rounding up just nice. Alright, we're going to weld this up. There we go. It's looking more Black Hawkish, I think, in a geometrical kind of way. So now way back down to here. I think it will be on YouTube still. Okay, cool. It'll have to be. That'll be okay. We got you back. Yeah, I was wondering, did y'all know what the org is on this? I don't know, did I show y'all this or not? Faction. This is Red Rock Raiders. RRR. We have all the Riz. It's me and Gomer Kyle so far. That's what we're doing. This is just a private server we're working on right now. We're just testing some stuff out on it. Seeing if I can do some stuff. I really want to hop in. Oh God, I really want to hop into the seat right there, but I'm afraid to do it. I'm just sitting here looking at it like, yeah, this is going to end badly, Badger. You're going to hop in that seat, and then everything's just going to fall apart. This thing's going to fall over again. I figure if I can balance it. Can I? My big fear is I'm going to hop into this thing, and I'm going to get stuck real quick. Nothing happened. Oh. That's interesting. Well, okay then. That's actually not bad. All right, inside's looking good. I'm gonna keep up the good work. It didn't fall over this time. Why didn't it fall over? It fell over a bunch of times last time. Why didn't it fall over this time? Questions for later. Now, okay, so we've got a chopper basically that is gonna work out really well. I think I'm gonna put a gun port or some type of gun thing there. I also need to put a. Let me think here. What was I was gonna put there? Oh yeah, I was gonna slap one of these bad boys, but apparently I neglected to get interior plates. Why? Hide all empty. Let's look down here. Surely I've got. Yes, I do. I've got some interior plates, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna slap this in there real nice and fancy. So now it'll actually carry some stuff. I did that without a display. Cannot withdraw a display. Let's head on over to the old base. I'm gonna have to start moving stuff from the old base to the new base here pretty soon. And off I go. Over to here. Put that in. I know I can build reactors. We've got the silver to do it. I think we just need... Yeah, all we need is silver to make the reactors work. Ah, I'm so glad Gomer welded that up. He is a true dude. Okay, this is getting more done. I need to complete the back sections of it and work on the top here. So on the top here, we had kind of a radome dish. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. I need something that can do a radome dish, because then I can start adding like radars and stuff to the inside of this. Into the cockpit. We can add like a couple screens up in front to have readouts. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the, what are they? I think I'm going to put one of the... Frick, what can I think right now? Probably going to put in one of the radar scripts. No, 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 it's not scripts. It's not a script. It's actually not a mod. I was sitting there thinking, what is the mod called? And then it hit me. It's not a mod. It's that new hologram thing that pops up. I was thinking about putting that up there in the cockpit so you can see all the holograms and everything up front as you're operating. I'm really scared to get up here in front here and mess around with that. What you do first off is we need to start building up this outer layer here. Okay. Let's go ahead and just start adding this big pylon here that's going to bake. I have to go a little big with this. If you haven't guessed already, this is going to be quite the expansive thing. Oh, come on, you stupid son of a... Alright, I haven't figured out how I'm going to do the other side of this yet, because I know I can get one pylon built, but I'm going to build a little thicker. I haven't figured out how to build the angle I want yet. That's a pretty big nuisance. I put there, I put 2, I think. Alright. It's going to give me the thrust vectors I need, and I'm going to have to figure out how to round all that. I'm going to fill up real quick while I think about how that's going to go down. That's going to be interesting. What do you think? Or should I do 5? 5 would be thicker. That's going to take a little bit more effort. I almost wonder if just putting a hinge right, 2 hinges right here and just rotating it over wouldn't be a better option. Oh well. Alright, let's take a look at this again. I'll check the chat for a second, see what it has to do here. Yeah, Key needs to put in a duct tape component. Yeah. Holographic LCD. Yes, yes, yes. High-Tech Redneck was the one that came up with it. The LCD one, where you have the ability to put in like an LCD and it's just a hologram. That's the one I like. Let me see here. I gotta make this look cool. I've got a plan. Nope, that plan didn't work out. I completely jacked that up. Okay, we're gonna do this. We'll do that. You'll see the method of my madness here in a minute. That'll give me a nice thick wing. And that's what we need right now is a nice thick boy wing. There we go. That's just going to give us a little more structural integrity. And then, for the final touch, I'm going to do this. I'm out of steel plate. No wonder. I'm sitting there pushing a button like, why is this not working all of a sudden? Alright, that kind of comes off the top there, and I could probably do something right in here to make that work even better. Right now, though, we're going to do this. Duke, Duke, Duke. And skadoosh. We really need other blocks, though, that can do different angles. There we go. See how this looks. There we go. It won't be round like I want it to be, but it will be tough. And that's what matters. Durability. There we go. Another thing I think building in games like this is having to make sacrifices. Because you're not going to be able to make all the angles you want. Now, there is one game that I wish Keen would just buy the guy out and just help him, have him become a developer. And it's one where you've got different little animals you're playing as, like an alien, a human, and a lion dude or something like that. And the shapes you can make in that game are amazing. You can build any ship you really want. That's the game that is just oh so good. And if that guy can do what he's doing, he is the genuine competition. He'll be up there with Empyrean in his competition with space engineers. And I know a lot of y'all say that sounds like heresy, but I'm gonna tell you right now, there are other game companies out there. There are people that are hungry, and they're seeing what Keen's doing with their game, and they're just looking. Now, do I think they'll all do the same thing Keen's done? No. Okay, check that out. Alright, we got our pylon coming off here. Just beautifully. Now, I need to put the thruster bank on there, which is going to require me to, let's see here, where's that rotor at? There we are, number 3. I thought about hydrogen, but I thought, not that impressive. And here's another thing. I don't need hydrogen for this. Let me, Alright, here we go. I need to go in here and recharge that hydrogen real quick because we all know how dangerous that is. Was it Mr. Was it Kraz? In Colony Wars, we suddenly got the scream, "I've run out of hydrogen." Alright, there's that. Let me fly up here for a second. There we go. Alright, we got that figured out. Now, the really fun part. I need to look at this and see. I think I can put a couple half blocks in there just to give it a little more armor in that particular area. And I should have enough room here. Oh yeah. Should have enough room here for maybe like another gun or another thingamabob. I think is what they call it. That's what everyone calls it nowadays, isn't it? The thingamabob? Let me see here. 4 thrusters would be enough to get us off the ground. I think I'm better off doing 3 each. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set the thrusters up in a very odd configuration. We're going to do... Let me see. I need to look at something here. Hold up. These are small thrusters, but I'm going to make this look bigger than it is. We got the duck fans. And we got this nice bad boy here. That is just not going to be big enough. Let's see here how it looks. My plan was to stair step this down. For some reason, I thought this was way bigger than it is. I want to use the thrusters. I also have to make the thrusters bigger than they are. Let me see here. Alright, there's 1. 2. Oh boy. It's already screwing with me. We're already threatening Clang, ladies and gentlemen. Clang is here and he is not happy. It's like, what in the Sam Hill do you think you're doing, Badger? I'm just like, I'm just trying to build me a nice little gunship, Clang. That's all I'm doing. Please don't kill me. Don't eject me to the moon. I wouldn't enjoy that. Let me see what we got in messages right now. High Tech Redneck, you need the mirrored one. Oh, to make a vault in that one too? Damn, we had some big ships in that one. SE2 and almost done. Yes, God. I'm just trying to figure out what we're going to do with SE2 because, man, that thing comes out, I guarantee you, I'm not going to be able to play it. Not at first. I'll have to get a new PC or upgrade somehow. I'm going to have to upgrade a graphics card or something. It's a trade-off on weight. Thing longer. Having longer. Yeah, it's going to get longer, don't worry. I'll get it longer. I can screw with stuff enough. I'll make it longer. Don't worry. It'll be longer. I just got to figure out where I'm going to put that long part at. Okay, number one here. Okay, I don't need that stuff then. Oh, that went down pretty easily. I'll just start getting these thrusters up and running. There we go. Now let's see. Worst case scenario, I just slap the big thruster on here. And say screw it. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to slap the big thruster on. As I'm looking at it, it's just not... Oh, jeez. Really, folks? Alright, let's throw all that in there. Let's throw that in there, too. Oh, boy. I just realized I need another, cargo container. And another,
Fuel low.
Let's look here. See how the big thruster looks. Okay, that looks a little better, actually. Sci-fi thruster. Check. Now, I want to do this, but... Same issue. It's not long enough. Need to make it bigger. Somehow. How am I going to do that? Put that there. Look at it here for a minute. Question is, which one can I make look good? Hmm. I think this one would probably be the best because it'll give me the most thrust. And I'll have to make it wider. Don't worry, we'll make it nice and thick. It'll work out. Make her look good.
Fuel critical.
I think that'll work. Making her a nice big elongated thruster like that. Actually, this will work out perfectly. And before anyone says, "Oh, Badger, how are you coping?" No, I'm not. Because if I recall, the one in the picture that I had to have this odd design, and I just ran out of steel plates. Seriously. Again? Where's my steel plates at? Give me back my steel. I'm gonna take all of them. Yes, that looks good. Okay, we're gonna do this just to give this thing a little bit of armor and make it look good. Yeah, that looks nice. That looks real nice. Let's cut these off here, like so.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Ah, shoot. That's the one thing I despise about being on planet Earth is I just don't have the hydrogen I have out in space. That's the block I want. There we go. Let's head back out here and make this engine look even better. Let's see. How am I going to do this? Right, up here. Yeah, that's all we're doing. I'm just up armoring these engines, making them look bigger than they really are. Oh, good lord. now we have an issue. It looks big now. May not be effing longer, but it looks good. Okay. I think I'm going to have to build this out a little more and cut this back up and then run some plates diagonally somehow. Oh lord. That's just spinning right now. You just ain't gonna stand still, are you?
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
There. Now we have more fuel. Good lord. Like every time I step on this thing, it decides, hey, let's do merry-go-round. Okay, that's working out there. Now, the only thing that has to happen now is I just need a couple of regular plates, I think. Yeah, just some regular steel plates on the outside. Just to connect the design up nice and beautifully. These side panels are going to be pretty weak to gunfire, but it'll be fine. I'm just wondering how much I can up armor this back section here. Let me think here. What can I do? Let's see if I can pull this off. There we go. We'll add one more to each. That way I can build the thing around it.
Fuel low.
There we go.
Fuel
Build.
critical.
Nah, shit. Ah. There we go again. Ran out of fuel once again. Ran out of fuel. Look through here. Might want to lock the rotors. That'd be a good idea, actually, yeah. I prefer space. I keep dying on the planets. Just one wrong step. Oh, yeah. Grab a hydro bottle. That is a good idea. I should do that. Wouldn't that be Jill over and under and then a merry-go-round? Yeah, that would be. That would be, wouldn't it? Let me see here how this is going to go down now. Oh, good lord. Okay, I've got that section there. All I gotta do is just connect these. There we go. Now for number 3. Oh god, I put that in the wrong place. There we are. I'll just start working that down here in a minute as soon as I get this all figured out here. There we go. That's a nice big engine on the side of a frickin' Osprey looking thing. Could probably put this a little closer, but I don't have to. I'll start welding this thing up. Because once it's welded, I can start figuring out how the rest of this thing is going to go together. And then I can also pull some pieces and make it look a little nicer. And here we go. How much can I weld before I fall off? There's the question.
Fuel low.
Oh, I wish I had a faster welder.
Fuel critical.
We're down again. My question is, with all this weight, is this thing going to fly? And that is a very good question, chat. And I have no idea. I couldn't tell you if this thing would fly or not. All I can tell you is it's going to be a thick boy. Alright, let's get back to it. Alright, we got those. See how this works out. Oh, it's going to spin again. It's spinning again. Now, the only thing I got to do is I just got to figure out how to build this down a little bit more and build it out so it looks nicer. And then, yeah, then we can start making this thing really look good. That's one main thruster line. Let me try and see what the other thruster is going to look like here in a minute. I'll do the same thing over there. Good Lord. This is going to be a long deal. I got that on. Let's get the other one figured out. I'm not trying to escape. Oh, this is going to be more fun because that's going to be way out there. Now let's just lock these rotors in because I'm tired. I'm tired of chasing this. Rotor 1, rotor 2. Lock, lock, boom. There we go. That's locked. It ain't going nowhere. See if I got everything or not. Oh boy. Grab more stuff. I need more steel plates. Do I not have the steel plates? Cannot withdraw 5 steel plates and 5 panels. Let's go over here and see if we got more over at the other base. The beginning base. Yeah, we got everything over here. It's nice how thick boy this thing looks right now. I'll have to do some plates on this side, but it's big and thick boy now. Check this out. Turn to the side here. It is a big, thick boy helicopter looking thing. Oh, this is going to be fun to drive around. It's going to be fun to take into combat when one of those thrusters gets taken out. And it's just like, oh, we are going down. We are? Yes. Maybe we'll have enough to keep going. I'll have to put something on this thing to draw fire away from the rest of the ship. Probably should have put those a little closer. Good, just saying you could put a large grid Atmo thruster on it. It's a pain working with the rotor parts, but it can be done. You would then have some very, very big thrust. Oh, yeah. Put a large... Actually, wait a minute. Why don't I do that? How hard would that be to do? How flippin' hard would it be? Let me see here. Ooh, that's nice. Here's a question. What's the power output on this thing? Let's just see what the power requirements would be for that thing. Okay, so power requirement is going to be 2.40 megawatts. Oh boy, but it would be fast as frick. I kind of want to do it. Be a pain in the ass. It would. I'm not going to lie. At the same time, I want to do it. What's the small grid variant of that looks like? Oh, yes. Ha. The only problem I see with this is attaching... Oh god, I want to do this now. I mean, you're right. It's going to be a pain putting this giant mega thruster on there. Dear God, is this thing going to have a start and a stop when it takes off? Good Lord. It's going to be a lot of thrust. Let me look at something here. Ooh, that gives me some ideas. Oh, hold up. It's actually not a bad size. What's the difference here? Ah, that's bigger. Hmm. I may keep going with this, though I do want to try the other option. I'm going to keep going with this one. Need to get the other... Okay, I got that one thruster up and running. That one's ready. I need the thruster vector in the back here. Oh, good Lord, I need more steel plates. I'm going to take them from here. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get this thing up and running. And at least get it moving. Alright, that's a pretty good sized tail, I think. And what I'm going to do here is we're going to attach 1, 2, 3, and then do about 5 of these Atmo thrusters out here. Okay. That'll do. I actually have part components for some of these. Let's see if I can get more here. Steel plates are all I'm missing, huh? Okay, here we go. That's actually getting a lot done there. Let's see if I can pull more stuff out of here. Wait, I got too many of these. We're gonna get this thing somewhat working now, so I can get it over by the on top of the connector here and get her up and running. At least see how it's gonna fly a bit, and if I need any more things on there than I already got. Plus, I can also charge it once I get it set down. Let's see here. What do I need next? Programmable block. Alright, number 6. We're going to use this just temporarily right here. Okay. Applications. Edit. Browse scripts. Let's see, where is it? This is something I want to mess around with. Where is it at? Where is it? Come on, come on. Which one did I use here? That's several of them. Check code. Okay. Now I just need to turn this thing on. 1, 2, fully depleted in 6 hours. That's nice. Program block. Let's recompile, then run program. Alright, she's working. Let's cut this baby off. No more umbilical cord, darling. Oh, what? Oh, yeah. She moves, but dear Lord, she is a difficult bird to control. She's gonna be fast. I don't think I need this much thrust, to be honest. Oh, wait, I need to set up connector, inset connector here. Switch lock. She is ready. Hit the switch lock here. Hop on out and take a look. Okay, this is going to be one big bird. I'm just going to say that right now. She's pretty good size. It's taking a whole lot for me to get everything mounted to it like I want it. Let's take this out. We're not going to need that. That's definitely for sure. I'm a little worried. The main thrusters I have on here are just way too much. That is way too much thrust for this ship and what it's going to have to do. I'm really worried about it. Go over here and check to make sure we're not running too bad on power. Nothing's running right now. Okay, that's good. I'm running low on hydrogen, so let's head up here. Okay. Gunships look good. I may actually cut this back a bit and do some stuff. It does seem to fly good. And it seems to be doing what I need it to do. Despite the fact that it has some major design things I would like to fix. So I'm probably not going to be able to put a... I could probably put two rocket pods and a machine gun turret on a wing mount. So it has the ability to fly around and do stuff. Other than that, I'm going to have to figure out how this thing is going to work to get it up and moving. I do want to test fly it a little bit just to see how this thing operates. Oh boy. Oh, shit. Okay. Hey, buddy. Almost wiped out my miner there. I don't have enough side-to-side thrust to stop this thing. Oh, and it's gonna need another gyro. That is absolutely certain. It's gonna need another gyro. But she flies like you'd expect it to. It needs another gyro just so it can maintain its, so I can maneuver it a little bit better. Yeah, she's not real maneuverable in the tilt. She's pretty slow. She's going to need another gyro or two. Now I need to reconfigure these engines a bit. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I need to reconfigure the engines. I think they're way too thick. One, they're really thick, and I could slow them down if I use 3 thrusters instead of that, which would make life a little bit easier on me. And then I can just build this thing up as I work on it. I'll have to put another landing gear on it, set it back down, and work on it a bit more. But it's doing pretty good. It's working out pretty good. If you got the center of balance right, you shouldn't have any problems. Yeah, but the thing is, I'm only halfway finished with it. So I figure the center point is going to be somewhere right about in here. And that's probably where we're going to put the next one. I am going to take off this big engine, set it down to 3, and then go from there. Just a triple stack, and then just put like a half block of armor between the outside. And then just run half blocks. That'll slim down the thruster a bit, and it'll make it look much longer than what it is. Now, I'm pretty sure 3 small thrusters will be more than enough to pick this thing up. Because each one will have 3 times the thrust of these, and these are actually pushing it around pretty good. I am going to have to probably put a large fan duct on the back of it, just to give it some side-to-side movement, and then run like another gyro or something down there, and then that'll fix a whole lot of other stuff. Let me see, who else is talking here? Don't think it will work with the remote or AI blocks, though. 2 tiers. Hey, Badger. I think just 1 more gyro should do. Yeah. Wait till you put more weight on it before changing the thrusters. You're just bones right now. Yeah. Yeah. 2 tiers. Agreed. Use panels too. High-tech redneck. You got your info panel and select center of mass, I think. We'll show you the center. Yeah, I'm pretty sure right now with just the bare bones aspect of it. Let me do that real quick. Some people don't know you can do this. Yeah, it's like right there. And I'm going to be adding more weight to the back of this thing. Yeah, that's going to be a fun time right there. I think I'll leave it. I'll just have to figure out a way to make this even bigger than it already is. I do like this design right here we're going with. But I need... This is not going to be able to go much more different. We're required to keep it like it is. And then we'll just build a secondary system around that engine, probably. And then I'll just shore all this up so it looks better. But it flies good. It's got good lift and it's got good takeoff. It just needs something. It needs something. Let me check here. Yep, the center cargo container is starting to fill up with ice again. I think before I go to bed, this is what I'm going to do. I have to... Gomer slapped an oxygen tank right there. Okay. Okay, I see what you did there, buddy. Let's see what I can do here. I should have a couple of... Okay. Need some interior plates. We're going to add another cargo, large cargo container. I don't know why I went all the way over here. There ain't nothing there. There we go. That'll help. All I'm missing is some interior plates. That's it. And a display. Now the intention here is to put enough distance between these cargo containers that if there is an explosion, it doesn't affect with the hydrogen. It doesn't affect everything else. And we don't have a boom boom. We just have a boom and not a kaboom. 'Cause that would be bad. That would be bad. Yeah, boy. Let's put some stuff in there. Head on over here, get the rest of this nonsense. There we go. We got all the interior plates I need. Add those there. This is the last thing I'm going to do, and then we're out of here. And then let's go over here real quick. That's a small hydrogen tank. We'll do a small oxygen and that rounded hydrogen tank here. That'll help. I think I have everything unlocked. This will help me start getting rid of the ice that we currently got. We currently have a lot. Let's see what I can grab here. There we go. Let's fly over here and see if I can get some more parts. Oxygen tank is done.
Fuel low.
There we go. That's working out. After this is over with, I'll have this big giant hydrogen tank to fill up. And that will be worth the price of admission there. Here we go. Good lord, this joker eats some iron now. Oh my lord. How many steel tubes is it going to take? Alright, I got everything now. It's over. Fuel tank. Now I got 2 hydrogen tanks I can fill up and use the main stuff on. Well, let's see how this works. What are we doing? Just slowly filling up now. Nice. Okay, I need to put a decoration on this or something. Where's the pipes at? I have pipes out here. Where's the cap? There we are. Alright, let's go over here and see if I can get it out of the main base, or this main production facility over here. Which I'm eventually going to have to get over there. If y'all can tell, I'm starting to slur my speech. I need to really consider going to bed here in a minute. There, that looks more professional. Check out that professional looking hydrogen tank going on there.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Now, I think what I'm going to do is, because we need production facilities basically, I was going to put like a couple of more stuff going over here, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to build a production facility right here next time, and we'll do all that stuff then, or that'll be done by the time y'all come back and see it. But yeah, the big base is getting pretty good. Eventually, if I get enough storage out here, which I've already got some, we'll start bringing out the other stuff and bringing it over and working on it. Let's see how much how we're doing on getting rid of that ice. The ice is doing pretty good. I've got plenty of ice. Let's see how these guys... Oh, God. Ow. Ow. Well, that sucked. Let me run back to base and get some hydrogen. I want to see how these guys, how the other miners have been doing. Because I don't think they've pulled too much off the base. Yeah, then I got to put some walls up around everything, weld up the floor and everything else that's here. See how he's doing. Oh yeah. See, he's just running a thick boy amount of ice out. Let me go see where this mining spot is. How it's doing. Oh yeah, we're already working on the second run through. Ow. So you see down here, we've got a whole lot of, we've got a strain of magnesium. And then there's a nickel ore vein. All of this is just going to be converted into iron, nickel, and silica. So that's not a bad thing. Let me head over here and get myself filled back up again. We'll go check on the other one. Alright, it's out here somewhere. I know that. This might be it. Yeah, it looks like Gomer sent it down for a deeper pull. It's down in here. Mostly rock, a plate of iron down here. There must be some silver or something, I think. I'm seeing ice and iron. Well, that works out. So you see, we're already pulling a lot of stuff. These little miners just work all the time. They don't quit working either. I do need to build some type of ground vehicle, though, to get around the base and do everything I need to do. That'll probably be the next project right there. But we got to get this this thing up and running. Now, she's already pretty massive already, so a little bit of armor plating. She can hold her own. Then add a couple of gun turrets on either side. 4-man squad can come in on this and just start wreaking havoc on the enemy. And we're gonna need, I think we're gonna need this for, because I plan on getting some more people to help out with the builds and stuff. I just don't know who's gonna come in yet. I'm still talking to people. But anyway, folks, yeah, that's all that's going on for now. Let me out here with my little drill, checking out the chopper. But yeah, hopefully the next time I come back on here, we'll have a crew, and we're gonna go take out that regional headquarters waypoint out there, because I think there's some. We got one piece of prototech so far in this playthrough. Me and Gomer have just been. That's the thing. Me and Gomer are about the same mind on dealing with problems. We like to build up and just have some preparation. Plus, we went out there and got into a fight with that thing, and it just basically smoked us within about 10 seconds. So I was like, yeah, we need some better equipment. The next aerial vehicle I'm going to build is probably going to be a gunship, and it's going to have more guns, more weapons, but it's not going to be built with the VTOL system. We're going to use the VTOL for this transport so that it moves. We have all this quick speed with it. What we're probably going to do is we're going to have a gunship, and I'm going to really build that thing up. That thing's going to be really cool. And I'm looking at this, and this is going to be really nice. But what I'll have to do is I'll have to go somewhere out there on that side of the plate that we're building and put in a couple of... Why is he just sitting there? What you doing, buddy? You all right? I don't know what you're doing here. What's happened? Everything is on. Huh, need to get him back. Oh wait, I can just do this. Let's do it. Okay, it must have been when I flew past with the one deal. It must have jacked up his protocol. Look at him go. He'll just dig on down there, grab me some more ice, and he's going right back to work. Beautiful. Just beautiful. I'm going to have to build a whole lot more stuff to deal with all this, but my phone's about to go dead. Any thoughts on this? Okay, let me read through this stuff. Right on it, yeah. Yeah, it is. High-tech redneck, high-tech redneck again. If you ever play Scrapyard, Vector is going to be your best friend. Yeah, that would be fun doing a Scrapyard one. 2 tiers. Any thoughts on a cinematic style like Captain Jack or Splitsy? Yeah, I'm kind of considering doing that, especially with the accompaniment of like AI voicing and everything. Because I got to looking at it later. I think I was watching God, who is it? Skursky or Kursky? It's that one VTuber chick, and she just appeared on there, and I was just watching because she's going through like weird subjects, and I'm a internet rabbit hole kind of person to just fall down into one. And so I'm just going through, like, she's going through like weird crap, like some of the stuff that YouTube does. And one of the things that I saw was they were talking about like YouTube Kids. We're not going to get in the weeds of it. Basically, some people were doing bad stuff on YouTube Kids, and then they were discussing how they were making videos so fast. And I was like, dude, that's pretty cool. So what they do is they're using AI to do all the voices, and the people that are doing it are just using a text-to-speech device and then doing the AI voice changer to it. And I'm like, frick, I can put a little more time and effort into something and do something pretty cool. So there'll probably be some type of deal. I need some more builds to make it work, and I'm hoping I can make something fun and funny, because that'll work over. High tech redneck tassels, lol. Seems like you might need a floating platform. We have one. The problem is it's over at the other base and it's completely dead. I can't do anything with it right now. Renegade Bundy walks in, dumps an unfinished build in your driveway. Yeah. It's the helicopter, the Blackhawk mod, or the modded Blackhawk I was showing off on the in the chat, or in the community tab and on the Discord. High tech redneck. It's just chilling. Took a smoke break. Luca? How did we get on Luca? So let me go through here. The gunship I'm gonna work on. I'm gonna combine probably the Sea Wasp from Avatar. I figured out how to do it the other day with the gunship from Halo, or gunship from Halo Wars. So it's gonna have some big cannons, some big auto cannons, some regular large cannons, probably one autocannon turret, twin barrel autocannon turret probably, and two twin barrel assault cannon turrets, as well as rockets. So that'll be a fun thing to play with. I have those programs. Also, how can I join? I have no idea yet, man. I'm still figuring this out. People will just start showing up in the deal. You'll start seeing a whole bunch of projects start up on this thing. I haven't figured out how we're doing this yet. I have several unfinished builds. A lot are massive. Who is that one guy? It's got the shark with the dorky teeth, and he does the garage fly through where it's just like packed full of ships and builds and stuff, and it's like, oh wow, dude, you're really getting there. Of course, I will tell you this: the one thing I really want to build, and I really want to build this, is a guy a while back built a flying mech that had an autocannon mod to it. And I'm sitting there thinking, I would, I want to build something like that. I want to build one of those hover mechs that flies around. Big bada boom. Yeah, that's what's going to have to happen. There'll be a whole bunch of heavier. We'll have to build some heavier stuff because, like I said, me and Gomer took on that one deal that made that we managed to build some of the drones with. We actually captured a ship and managed to bring the parks back, and that's what we built the first drone with, and I think Gomer built the second drone. Both of them are over there on the old base, on the starter base, and then we've got this drone on this base. And I need to add, I think I can add two more ports so that they can come in, but then I'm going to add ports on the other side of the base somewhere where another group can come in, so we can just send, because I think three is what we're going to be able to work with. I can break two of them off in different directions and another one take off. And we'll have about 6 miners working at all times. And they'll just be mining down, kicking butt. They work like constantly, like the whole time I'm here. It is just one big group of miners just doing their thing. And then there's also the power generation station down there, which is just 4 very large units. Like I said, the way Gomer set this up, we're just stress testing some mods right now while we do this. Nothing game breaking. We may put on. We have the compass mod, obviously. I think we have a colors mod and something else. But what's going to happen is I may put the tracked mod on there because I want to that new track mod because I want to try out the I want to build some tanks while we're here, and I want to try the track mod out and see how that thing works. But other than that, this is just, or we're figuring out how this is going to work before we go in there and start building some, before we start like bringing people in. Because the last thing I want to do, this is a server we're running, and the way I think Gomer said he set it up is, as if there's someone on here, the system runs, but as soon as no one's on the server, everything pauses. So it's just, another thing that we're doing also is we're setting it up so that we've got at least 4 miners running at all times getting materials. So that when we drop it in, also Gomer set the PCU limit up to like 100 million, so we're fine on that. We can still capture ships and whatnot and bring them back to base. So that's a good thing. That's going to be the big option. That's going to work from there on out. Let me take that sensor thing off here for all that, so everything looks a whole lot nicer. Yeah, that's working, and then I got a... Dadgummit, he stopped again. What the heck? What's he stopping for? Okay. Okay, something's up here. I'm gonna tell him to fly to home position. I may have to, there may be a glitch happening right now. Something is not working. I think when I did the flyby, he's now got PTSD every time he goes out. I'm just gonna have to reset him. But yeah, the more I mess with the PAM script, the more I realize. And this is what I was doing. I was talking about this afternoon around lunch. That I did a video like this, and this is what I think probably happened. The guy probably he got on there and just started, just like went off, and I'm like, dude, really? He goes off, tells me I don't know what I'm talking about, and this is what I was doing. I'm sitting here giving the benefit of the doubt of, you probably saw me sitting inside this thing and thought I was controlling it, and I'm not the one controlling this thing. This thing runs on its own. There's like, and that was also before I had the other 2 miners set up. This one here, we're just gonna leave it for now. Oh geez, come on now. That's not funny at all, game. A little rubber banding. But the way I set this up also is so that when I can run off of here, I can just run into it and then take it out there and make it do stuff. I may send this thing out there because there is, I believe, a cobalt vein we need to access. And Gomer has a whole bunch more mining areas, so we'll probably hook this guy up. I've got a bunch of ice inside this thing that has to be mined through anyway. That's what we're probably going to do, is mine mostly ice. And then I'll probably set these guys up, set one of them up to just mine out an area so I can do a shipyard or something like that for going into space. And then we'll start hitting the really big stuff. But right now we're going to hit these other things so we can get these encounters. And we don't have any encounter mods on. And I'm wondering what's about to happen next, because they were sitting there talking about possibly a way we can make our own custom encounters, and I haven't seen anyone do anything like that yet. So apparently it doesn't require the encounters mod now. We can make our own encounters. So I don't know. I don't know how that will work. But I do want to do a series at some point in time. I just haven't figured out how I'm going to do that yet. But anyway, folks, hoping you guys are enjoying what's happening now. Okay, so the last bit of comments here. High Tech Rednet. Is it a dedicated server or Torch? It's not a, I don't know what you call it. It's Gomer's server. He set the thing up. And I was sitting there talking about it one day. I would love to do this or something. And Gomer goes, I have a server, man. You want to just get some guys and we'll go together? I said, yeah, there's a lot of stress testing we're gonna have to do first. I want this to work. I don't want to sit there and all of us get on and just starts crashing constantly. I want to make sure the mods we got are gonna work out good and everything's gonna run smoothly first. I'm just dotting I's and crossing T's at the moment. Two tiers. You set the rules and we'll be there. At least I will. Okay. High tech redneck. True that. He didn't finish his break. Good lord. I can't have him out there because once he runs out of power, I'm going to have to tear him down and rebuild him. I don't want to do that. Love that Scripps. Works on large grids too. We could brainstorm ideas. Yeah, I got to get the gunship done though. We'll get the gunship finished and then we'll do some ground vehicles or something like that. Or we'll just air assault that base down there. It's got, if I recall, it's got 3 turrets, but I don't know what it's got. I know Gomer said it's got 1 Gatlin turret at the very least. So we're going to need a fast-moving ship that can go in there, hit those turrets at a distance. I think I want something that'll hit them at a distance. And then we can take out the turrets and then go in and just grab what we need and get out. We need something that can pick up the turrets and move them up. Oh, look, we've already got 1 bar on the other hydrogen tank right now. That's cool. But yeah, I can be the base goblin, Renegade Bundy. Next minute, your base explodes. Insides. Yeah, come back. I'm going to be doing the updates and be like, yeah, we got it over here, and somebody has built a nether portal. I don't know how we did this nonsense, and someone else found a Stargate. I don't know how we found that either, but we'll have to figure it out. Anyway, folks, I am Badger Wild, fixing to go to bed, saying stay safe, stay frosty. Thank you all for joining me tonight. And as usual, I'll see y'all in the next video.